everyone, my name's Christy. Welcome to my corner. Thanks for no, not my corner. Welcome to the guest room in my parents' house in New Jersey. Thanks for joining me today for this Flossmas episode, something or other, on December 21st. You can see how absolutely unprepared I am, and we're just going to roll with it, and it'll be okay. I have a new decoration here. I have another quilted piece, and this is a reindeer. I think my stepmom made this. I know that her sister made the wreath from last time. I think she made this one though. She'll correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Considering I just saw you 2 days ago, I have a ton to talk about. I have the Advents to do. I figured it was just 2 days. I would just do it live. But I have a finished object. I finished an object at the stroke of midnight. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have already seen it, but I'm super excited about it. I do have a whip which I want to really talk about. I kind of want to get into this whip. And and Janice, my stepmom, wanted me to show you some of her pieces. So I have some of her pieces to show you. Yeah, lots to talk about. So before we get to any of that, I want to welcome my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me on my artistic and crafty adventures. And welcome back to anyone who's been hanging out with me for however long you've been with me. It's been great to get to know you in the comments here on YouTube and also on Instagram. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you can find me at Dr_Christy. I'll put that right here. Well, two places. Dr_Christy is my kind of personal daily stitching life thing. So I posted pictures of like baked cookies, and you will see pictures of pizza because I had pizza, and I will have pizza again because New Jersey has the best pizza. Don't even talk to me, Chicagoans. East Coast has the best pizza. I will fight you. But I post all that stuff on Instagram, and then and Dr_Christy on Instagram. And then I also have a second account, which is my obsession with vintage wooden spools, which is the Spoolery. All of them will have been right here this whole time. This is a channel about embroidery and cross-stitch and other textile crafts, and baking and history and the history of all of those things. So if you're interested in any of that and you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe and stick around. Let's do Advent first. I have 2 Advents for 2 days. So I have the 20th and the 21st, because it's the 21st today. If I said it's the 20th, I lied. It's the 21st. I don't remember what I said. So I have my Davir Yarns Advent calendar. No, I don't like that. I like it here. I have my Davir Yarns Advent calendar, and this is a UK company. They do different embroidery flosses, and they do cotton, silk, and wool, and they do weaving stuff. So if you're in the UK, I know I say this all the time, but if you're in the UK, this is a great company. And I say this because the UK, you often have difficulty finding stuff. So I'm telling you, Davir Yarns, go for it. daviryarns.co.uk. Here's their info. I highly recommend. Highly recommend. Anyway, so let's do the 20th, which is here. And let's see what we get. Ooh, what is that? That is red. That is red. That is this color red. So we have red, and it is called Carmine. I think I already have this in a different weight silk. In fact, I'm 99% sure I have this in different weight silk. So we have Carmine in red, and 21 is over here. Ooh, that's bright. It's like a salmon. No, it's not. Man, the color on there is bad. It's not a salmon. It is vermilion. It is very much like DMC 900. It's like a burnt orange. Ooh, that's very nice. So we have a red and an orange today. Oops, I was a little too aggressive getting it back in the box, and I've possibly busted the box. That's okay. That is my Davir Yarns Advent. And then we have my Forbidden Fiber Co. Yule Ball Advent and Mystery Stitch Along. And as always, I will show you, I get a floss on the even days and a piece of the pattern. So let me grab that floss. Ooh. It is Winter Festival. And it's a little dustier than it's showing up on my camera. But this is Winter Festival. So let's see on the pattern where it shows up. Okay, it looks like a lantern that is hanging from the garland. And there's a little fox. It looks a little fox, I think. and it's in his clothing. Is it in the tree? No. No, it's not in the tree. We've already gotten the tree. Oh, and it looks like, oh, there are little like snowflakes in the air. So that's pretty. So that's where that is. So that's our first, that's our floss and our new pattern, Winter Festival. So I will put that on my ring so I don't lose it, because I'm leaving today to go to my mom's house, and so it is possible I will lose things. And then the second one is this, and it's like pieces. I will have cut that out. It was a lot of crinkling. So what do we have here? Yay! Hershey Kisses. Oh, you can't see it. Hershey Kisses. It's the snack. Everyone needs a little sugar rush to keep those fingers moving. Enjoy these delicious sugar cookie kisses while you stitch, but be sure, oh God, I can't read. But be sure to beware of sticky fingers. So sugar cookie kisses. I'm going to try one. I've never had a sugar cookie kiss. They're white chocolate, and they have like sprinkly things in them. I won't make you like watch me chew. I'll cut that out, but I'm going to try it and report back. Okay, reporting back. They're pretty good. If you like white chocolate and you like sweet, I couldn't eat very many of them. They're very sweet, but they're white chocolate with actual pieces of sugar cookie in it. If you like sugar cookies, highly recommend the Hershey Kisses sugar cookie candy. So that's fun. Okay, now let's get on to my finished object. I finished my Royal School of Needlework Jacobean Crewel Work project. Light's coming from behind, but you get the point. So let's pop this out of, oh no, I sewed it to the hoop. All right, I'll have to go in and cut that. Hold on one second. I was afraid that was going to happen. My thing has been very, very bendy. So now I have like a loop on the outside. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. So here is my Jacobean Crewel Work from Royal School of Needlework. This was a course that my husband gave me last year for my birthday. And here is my back, which I think is pretty darn good. I made a couple changes, as you know, as you do. The ringer on the outside was supposed to be green and blue, and I made it blue and pink because I thought it needed more blue and pink and less green. But other than that, I followed the directions pretty well. And here is what it's supposed to look like. And here is what mine looks like. I can't see. Yeah. I think I did pretty okay. I think I did pretty good. So that is my finished object that I finished at literally the stroke of midnight. They have a grandfather clock downstairs, and so it is a long stroke of midnight. I had a couple seconds to just quickly whip that stitch. The nice thing though is that I have a ton of this wool left that I could use for another project. So I need to figure out what I want to use this wool for another project. And this is Appleton wool. It's good wool. So I can now put this hoop back into circulation, although I may have warped it. It's been tight for so long. I did not take it out of the hoop ever. I think it warped it. I did that to another one too. So I may have to use this for framing or something at some point, because I don't think it's ever going to be able to be tight as I need it to be again. Oh well, they're not super expensive, but I have definitely learned my lesson. My work in progress, my whip, of course, is my Yule Ball, Forbidden Fiber Co. Yule Ball Stitch Along. And I finished a squirrel. Well, mostly finished a squirrel. How cute is the squirrel? I love her. So she's hanging out right there. There is a deer and a bunny over here, and the tree that I've been talking about is in the middle, like these swags come from the tree. I'm behind, but that's okay. It's okay to be behind in a mystery stitch along. But I do want to talk about this a bit. I want to talk about two things. First of all, I want to talk about how interesting the flosses are. And then I want to talk about how ingeniously Michelle from Bendy Stitchy Designs used those flosses. I'm always impressed by skills like this. So first of all, in particular, Yule is an amazing color. Most floss dyers don't speckle floss. They just don't. Speckled floss is really difficult to use in a design simply because it's so erratic. It's not like a nice fade or a nice variegated where you can kind of plan how the colors will move through the floss. I think her idea of speckling is very much informed by her beginnings as a yarn dyer, because there's lots of speckling in yarn dyeing, because in yarn dyeing, of course, you're not necessarily creating an image, although you can, but it's like using a long dog, right? Like doing a long dog or a 1 or 2 color sampler where you have more leeway in the colors that you use. And you don't have to know how the colors will come out before you knit. Whereas in embroidery and in cross stitch, you kind of have to predict how the floss will create the picture. So I think that these are genius, and I love this sort of speckled floss. And I hope more dyers start doing this, but I don't know that they will. This is definitely informed by the beginnings of her dyeing career, which was in yarn, obviously. So I wanted to mention that because I love this Yule color. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I can get more or if I need more at some point. But there's also some speckles in this one too. It's less speckly in Saturnalia, but you can see there kind of speckles of different colors. The pink in particular is just kind of popped in random places. So that is what I wanted to mention about the floss, because I love it. But I also want to mention about the design and how Michelle Bendy Stitchy Designs use these flosses, because these are very, the color palette is, I don't know how to explain it. I'll just get some of the point. So this color in particular throws me off, because this color, wassail, is kind of a mauvey. It's like a purpley, mauvey, dusty mauve. It would go very well with my shirt, with my dress. But the way that Michelle used this is interesting, because she used it as a brown. And when you see it as a brown, you can see it as a brown. But I wouldn't look at this and think brown. However, this is just my ideas. This is just my thinking that I wanted to share with everyone. Like, if you look at the squirrel lady, it reads brown to me. Like, this color reads brown to me. And I think that's purely down to the colors that she put together. So this here does not read brown to me just on its own. It reads more brown on camera than in person. It's definitely like mauvey. It's like a dusty pinky purple. And so, but when you put it with like a green, it reads much more brown. When you put it with a bright pink, it reads much more brown. I believe that the way that the colors are put together in this, at least that I've seen so far, are really fantastic and interesting and pretty ingenious. So kudos to everyone involved, because the colors are great, the design is great, the color combinations are great. It's all just very good, and I'm very excited about this whole thing. So that is my stitching that I want to show you today. My stepmom asked if I would show you some of her stitching. She started doing needlepoint. So first of all, she has a finished object. She started this when my sister was born, or a baby, or she was pregnant with my sister. My sister is now 30. She finished it last year, and she did a needlepoint teapot. And she finished it into a pillow, obviously. That's the back. And then she just put she did a cording trim. And this, when it's not Christmas time, sits in the living room. So that's her first finish, a teapot. And she got super excited about stitching. I like to think that I'm a good influence on crafty relations. And she got another needlepoint kit, a Dimensions needlepoint kit of a seaside scene. So starfish and sand dollars and that kind of a thing. And this is, you know, they live at the shore. They just moved to the shore a little over a year ago. And so she's very into shore decor. So that is what it's going to look like. And here is, whoops, we are pinned together. And this is where we are. So she has done, she's done the starfish, a little bit of the sand dollar, and a little bit of, the stamp thing. So I guess it probably goes like this, actually, and a little of the stamp. So this is needlepoint, and she uses wool for this. But there you go. So that's where she is. She just started this. She's hoping it'll take her less than 30 years to do this one. Make sure I didn't drop a needle somewhere. Put this back over here. And she thanks everyone for their welcome to the floss tube community. And the other thing I wanted to show you that she made for me, and I think others as well, for Christmas, is a little sock gnome. How cute is he? So he's filled with rice. So he's weighty. But we have a little sock gnome. There's that. And then I opened up my Christmas presents from them because I won't see them again until like Christmas dinner at my aunt's house. And so we did Christmas last night when my sister and her boyfriend came over, and it was very fun. And I got a lot of really fun stuff. But sewing related, stitching related, I got a pin cushion, which is lovely. I got a pin cushion. And then I got another pin cushion. You can never have too many pin cushions, for reals. With tiny scissors sticking out of it. I love tiny scissors. So that was very fun, and this is a super cute pin cushion. I really need pin cushions everywhere, so this is very convenient. I have picked a winner for from like 2.5, 3 videos ago. Not this past Friday, but the Friday before I left. I have a giveaway for the thread winder and the planning, the tracker, the project tracker. And the winner for that is Perennial. I'll put a picture up here of the comment. No, I won't. I'll just show you. It was Perennial. So if you could contact me, I don't have a name. I'm sorry. But if you could contact me on Instagram at Dr_Christy with your address, I will send that out to you when I get home next week. And the comment is, I love to start a new project. Project was the secret word. And I also love to start a new project. So that is my stitching, I think, for the day. I'm traveling to my mom's house today. And I'm just looking around me. The flotsam that is around me. Anyone who films a video like this knows that you end up with just like flotsam everywhere. I am driving to my mom's house today, and I'm hanging out there for a bit, so I'm hoping to get some good crafting time in. I have not been watching FlossTube at all. There's been a lot of football happening. A lot of football. Football is apparently extended into non-football time. So, or maybe not. I don't know. I didn't understand, but lots of football. So I haven't had a ton of time for FlossTube. I'm behind on just about everybody's FlossTubes, and I will probably never catch up. So when I have time again, I will start from where I am. So if I miss something that you say, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up, but with with Flossmas and also football, there's no chance that I'm gonna get to see everybody's stuff that I want to see. So my plans, I do plan on filming on Christmas Eve. I'll be at my mom's house, and I might even have, I'll borrow her tripod, so I'll actually have like a tripod. I don't know where it will be, but I will film on Friday and show you whatever progress I have. I do have to make my hat for my costume, for my Christmas costume. I'm going to be Ebenezer Scrooge at night, so I need like a sleep cap. So I brought some just linen with me that I'm gonna use to make it, and I'll just make it at my mom's house. It's just an easy, like one seam and maybe a hem, and then I have to put a tassel at the end, and it'll be fine. It's just, I'm not gonna be wearing it for very long. It's mostly just for effect, but I wanted to get that done. I have to get that done. I do want to get further along on this project, my Yule Ball project, and I want to get further along on my Lindy Stitches Hedgehog quilt project. Oh, and I want to get further along on my temperature library project, which is here because I'm super far behind. Look at how far behind I am. So I think that there's a lot of stitching and sewing and crafting in my future. I will show that all to you on Friday. I think that's it. Those are my plans. I have gotten a little bit of work done this week, so I have been able to work on planning classes and stuff, which is good. So I'm feeling good about all that. Basically, I'm feeling pretty good about everything. And I need to clean up my flotsam and get this edited and up because I gotta head out. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Oh, before I go, Janice and I went to Seaside Heights, obviously, and I took some pictures of the bay and the boardwalk and, I took video of the bay and the boardwalk and the ocean. Less of the boardwalk, more of the ocean, because everything's closed in the boardwalk anyway. And so I'll put that at the end of this video. Now I'm done. I will see you on Friday. Please take good care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye. There's the sun.